What's going on, everyone? I'm Shounen Hero, and I just wanted to make a video talking about myself because I've never done that yet. So as far as my name goes, it's kind of just something that came to me on the fly. I didn't really think too hard about it because I really like shonen anime, and I figured my model is going to be kind of representative of that. So I just said, hey, let's go with Shounen Hero. It just hit, and it's kind of stuck with me. That's pretty much it. It's not that deep. As far as the model design goes, it's really inspired by, I think it's pretty obvious, like Power Rangers and Gundam Wing, as well as a little bit of Kamen Rider in there. Even though I didn't really watch Kamen Rider when I was coming up with the design, I definitely drew inspiration from a lot of those different suits that I've seen online. So as far as the type of content I make, I've been doing a lot of like reaction stuff recently for the most part, just to kind of get my feet wet. But I do plan on branching out and doing more commentary and more scripted content, because in my opinion, you don't really see a lot of scripted content in the VTuber space. Most of it is like reaction content or just like streamed clips, things like that. So I definitely want to dive more into the scripted, or even like the more like structured type content in the future, which I think this space definitely needs a lot more of, or could use more of. I became a VTuber. I think it's simple. I think the content, or I think the concept of being a VTuber is really cool to me. I really like the technology. Like when I first saw it, I was like, wait, it kind of blew my mind, because I didn't think this type of technology was like around. It's not the most complicated technology in the world, but it's still really cool. And I'm also like an artist myself, so the idea of being able to design something and then use that as a character to make content, stream, or whatever you do is really, I know, it's really interesting to me. Some VTubers I watch, I'm gonna be honest, I don't watch a lot of VTubers like that. Like I feel like I follow a lot, but I don't necessarily watch a lot like that. But I watch Kenji, Chibidoki's pretty fucking funny. If I'm being honest, those are like the two that I watch on the regular, but I follow so many other VTubers and I click on their streams when I can. But those are definitely two that I watch more so on the regular. Outside of content creation, which I don't really look as a hobby like that too much anymore. Like, I guess it is a hobby, but I am trying to make it more of like a career type thing. But outside of making content, like I said, I am an artist. I like drawing for fun. I like kind of just dabbling in different types of art. Like I'm trying to get into 3D art. I want to do more traditional. I want to play like instruments and things like I have a lot of creative interests outside of content creation that I want to get into. And I do like playing video games, but that also kind of falls into the realm of something I kind of want to incorporate in my content, so I don't really count that as too much of a hobby anymore, if that makes sense. So a hot take that I have is summer is a superior season to winter. And I only say this because I'm one of those people, I like being outside. I like when it's nice outside, and you more so have nice days when it's hotter out, right? I don't want to have to wear, you know, layers of clothes just to take out the garbage or check the mailbox. You know what I mean? I also don't really like sitting around in the house wearing sweatpants and having to wear a blanket or whatever. I don't really like that. I like being able to be comfortable, but I get why people like why it's cold. But my thing is, I feel like there's so many people who complain about hating summer, but then a lot of those people will live in an area where they don't really experience winter like that. Like it's kind of just hot all year around, so they complain about summer being super hot, but like you don't really get it when it's like cold, when you get the snow. You know what I mean? That's just like a stupid hot take I have. Anybody, you can like whatever season you want. I'm not really trying to say someone's right or wrong, but everyone always says winter is better, and I disagree. I think summer and fall are the best seasons. Spring is all right, but depending on where you are, spring doesn't really fucking exist. Oh, my favorite games is more of a favorite game series. Like, I love the Mass Effect series. I think that's my favorite series of all time. I love Cyberpunk, and I love Halo. I love the Halo series, but Halo 3 specifically, that has like a special place in my heart. Oh man, Spider-Verse, all of them. I love the Spider-Verse movies. Those movies are amazing. They're so inspirational. Every time I watch those movies, it makes me just want to pick up a pen and start, like, I don't know, just drawing and just being creative. So I love watching those movies. I've seen them so many times. I'll have them playing on in the background, like even when I'm like doing something, even on mute. I don't know, there's something comforting about those movies that I just really love. Also, the first Conjuring movie, that's one of my favorite movies of all time. I love watching it every year around Halloween. It's just, I don't know, it just hits different. To me, it's one of the best scary movies ever made. Panam from Cyberpunk or Jesse from Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's it. I can't stand math. My brain just isn't wired for math. Like, I know people say math is something you have to practice to get good at, but I just don't have the attention span. I just don't have the care for math. I've always been that way. You put a bunch of numbers in front of me and I'm gonna fold every time because I don't know what's going on.
Fuck school! Fuck all this bullshit! What the fuck?
So my goals, at least as far as like, you know, the VTubing space and content creation goes, is the main one is I just want black people to be able to be comfortable in this space, and I want them to be able to see like somebody who is a black person in the space who's relatively successful at it, and they can be like, oh, I can do this too. It's not just one thing. It can be more than just what you're used to seeing, like the default, you know what I mean? Also, I want to make the type of content and be that person where when you have a plate of food and you're looking for something to watch, I want to be that one of those channels that you consider coming to and watch the videos when you have food, because to me that's a sign of like making it, that you make good content. I don't know, there isn't a lot that comes to mind, but I know an artist in particular I would like to work with one day. Maybe, I don't know, to get it in the far future, if I ever get to that point and I have like the resources to hire them. There's an artist, I believe their name on Twitter is like Coquette or something, I think. I hope I'm saying that right, but I've been a fan of the art for a while. They worked on like Korra comic series and stuff and like a bunch of other stuff, and I just like the art style, and it would be crazy, it'd be awesome one day if I had the resources to hire them to make a VTube model for me. I think they also VTube themselves and stream on Twitch from time to time and stuff like that. But if I had the resources, I would definitely love to hire them to make a future model for me, because I think their art style would be fantastic for that. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.